Hey there guys, and welcome to this interesting ASMR video. In today's video we will be discovering our Patronus, Hogwarts house, Ilvermorny house, and our wands. So we've come over to the Pottermore website. If you haven't seen it or been on it or heard of it, I'll leave a link in the description and you can take these tests yourself and let me know what results you got. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. I have done it in the past under a different account, but I made an account for the channel. So let's begin with the Patronus. We will discover our Patronus. We are also, of course, doing the video in a not quite whispered, not quite soft spoken. I just thought I'd do it this way. We're going to turn the volume up just a little bit. No, we're not. We're going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Look at all the pretties. The Patronus is a kind of positive force, a projection of the very things that the Dementor feeds upon: hope, happiness, and the desire to survive. Discover your Patronus. You can only discover your Patronus once. The questions are timed. Go with your instincts. Right. Where was I interactive? Sort of. So let's begin. Relax. Think of your happiest memory. Right. Quickfire, leaf, blade, thorn, blade. Right, I'll just click them. Warm. What's next? Takes a little bit of time. Lead, save, escape, lead. Oh. Incredible. You almost produced a corporeal Patronus. I think that's what that says. Right. Who? Why? Who? This is astonishing. You've almost done it. Watch, listen, touch. Watch. Normally, I think. Click and drag and release your Patronus. Now the interesting thing here is the first time I did it, I had to do that a few times because it wasn't ready. But let's find out what we've got. I've got a kingfisher this time. Okay, so last time I got a very rare Patronus. A thestral or something like that, a big flying dragon horse thing. But this is cool. So yeah, this time we've got a kingfisher. we've got the sinister music because we've messed up the timing. Yeah, so let's return to the profile. And everything gets proudly displayed here. So this might not be the longest video, but I thought it'd be interesting. Next up we'll leave the Hogwarts house until last. We'll go to Ilvermorny house. Okay. Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, or the Ilvermorny Sorting Ceremony. So we can read the story, or we can just begin the experience. Let's have a quick look at the story, see if it's long or not. Oh, it looks fairly long. Yeah, it's very long. Right, let's go back. If you feel like reading that, then go ahead, but that'll take me a while to read. So we'll begin the experience. So these ones aren't like quick fire. You get the question and then you choose your answer from the given answers. So what is your preference? Plot or explore? Now I will go with explore. Think of the question you would most like answered by a person or an all-knowing being or device. Which of the following most closely resembles the answer you'd like to hear? We have, without a shadow of a doubt, never, very soon, it is impossible, yes, I will show you everything, only if you agree, if you come with me. No, I didn't. You are. Yes, you may. Only once. If you want to. Forever. Not for many years. So I have the question in my head. I'm not going to tell you the question though. And we're going to go with, without a shadow of a doubt. All you need is an opportunity, a little more time, some help already inside me. So we will go with a little more time. I wish I knew how to forget, win, escape, get through. I will go with forget. Yeah, I wish I knew how to forget. What jinx would you least like to experience? A jinx that meant nothing was funny. A jinx that made all food taste like straw. Straw tastes pretty good. A jinx that kept you constantly awake. A jinx that played music constantly in your head. A jinx that struck you dumb. A jinx that forced you to tell the truth. So, which one would you least like to experience? Well, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want this one. It would sort of take the humour out of everything, of course. I do like food. Sleep, I don't do that much anyway. He thinks that played music constantly in your head. He thinks that struck you dumb. He thinks that forced you to tell the truth. I try to tell the truth as much as possible anyway. He thinks that meant nothing was funny. We'll go with that one. I would at least like to experience a jinx that meant nothing was funny. Yes. I most value freedom, individuality, service, ambition. I think when it comes down to it, when you really think about it, I value my freedom the most. I am strongest when I know I am right. When, with my comrades, enthusiastic, awake, alone. Probably when I'm with my comrades. Yeah. Which is the better motto? It is nobler to be deceived than to be mistrustful. Friends should not demand blind faith. So, this one's a little difficult. In my mind it is anyway. So friends shouldn't demand blind faith. In my mind I'm reading that in a way that friends should just assume that you trust them and things. Trust is earned. Shouldn't be demanded or expected. We'll go with that one. So we've been put into Horned Serpent. I'm guessing this could be like the Ilvermorny equivalent of Slytherin. But I'm not sure. I do believe I got this one last time. So we'll return. Ooh, we'll click on More About House. Named by Isolt. Sayer. I think I'm saying that right. After the great horned river serpent has a jewel set into his forehead. Horned Serpent House is sometimes considered to represent the mind of a witch or wizard. It is also said that Horned Serpent favours scholars. We probably won't download the wallpaper. We'll let's make our way back. So we have Kingfisher as our Patronus, Horned Serpent as our Ilvermorny house. Let's discover our one next. So, of course, we'll be buying our, or getting our one from Mr. Ollivander today. Unfortunately, the actor died very recently, which is very sad. Yeah, so we shall keep him in mind whilst doing this. Let's go straight on to the wand ceremony. To ensure we find the perfect wand for you, it is very important that you answer the following questions honestly. First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, watching this, I cannot lie. So I'll have to say short. My eyes are dark brown, black, brown, hazel, blue, blue-grey, blue-green, green, grey, other. They are like a dark brown. Was the day on which you were born an even number or an odd number? It was an odd number. It's the 29th. Do you pride yourself on your kindness, optimism, determination, resilience, imagination, intelligence, originality? I'd have to probably go with resilience. Either kindness or resilience, but we'll go with resilience. We all have bad days. We're being kind. Sometimes we all have to be grumpy. Travelling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. Do you continue left towards the sea, ahead towards the forest, right towards the castle? Now, where I live there are lots of castles, so I see castles all the time. So we're not going to go right towards the castle. Head towards the forest or towards the sea. Now I live by the sea. I see the sea almost every day. So we'll go towards the forest because that's probably the least ventured thing I'd do. Do you most fear fire, darkness, isolation, small spaces, heights? I am terrified of heights. I can't stand on ladders without shaking. But I don't like isolation. I don't do well on my own. So probably isolation. I can avoid ladders. Yeah, isolation. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? Ornate mirror, dusty bottle, golden key, silver dagger, bound scroll, glittering jewel, black glove. Probably the dagger. Yeah, I'd probably want to just play with the dagger and silver dagger. Ooh, okay, so we've got applewood with a phoenix feather core, 12 3/4 inch and supple flexibility. So let's find out about my wand. I have read a little bit about my previous wand. Applewood wands are not made in great numbers. They are powerful and best suited to an owner of high aims and ideals, as this wood mixes poorly with dark magic. It is said that the possessor of an applewood wand will be well loved and long lived, and I have often noticed that customers of great personal charm find their perfect match in an applewood wand. An unusual ability to converse with other magical beings in their native tongue is often found among apple wand users, who include the celebrated author Mer People, a comprehensive guide to their language and customs, Dylan Marwood. So we've got a fairly rare wand, apparently, in terms of the wood being used, which is cool. Don't know about the dark magic though. I'd probably dabble a bit in dark magic. Onto the core. This is the rarest type of core. Phoenix feathers are capable of the greatest range of magic, though they may take longer than either unicorn or dragon cores to reveal this. They show the most initiative, sometimes acting on their own accord, a quality that many witches and wizards dislike. Phoenix feather wands are always the pickiest when it comes to potential owners, for the creature from which they are taken is one of the most independent and attached in the world. These wands are the hardest to tame and to personalise, and their allegiance is usually hard won. Yeah, I'm a badass wizard. With a giant wand. Okay. Composure. The following notes on wand length are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander, wand maker. Most wands. After I made that joke, now I'm trying to struggle to keep a straight face. And if you didn't get that joke, or understand what I was going on about, then it doesn't matter. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches, while I have sold extremely short ones, 8 inches and under, and very long ones, over 15 inches. That's a very long wand. These are exceptionally rare. In the latter case, a physical peculiarity demanded the excessive wand length. However, an abnormally short wand usually selected those in whose character making. I can't read. However, abnormally short ones usually select those in whose character something is lacking, rather than because they are physically undersized. Okay, so that makes sense. A short wand chooses somebody who doesn't have much character, rather than just them being short. So we've got a better than average wand size. Supple flexibility. Wand flexibility or rigidity denotes a degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by the wand and owner pair. Okay. Although, again, this factor ought not to be considered separately from the wandwood, core and length, nor of the owner's life experience and style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique. Okay. I'm not really sure what supple flexibility means. I'm guessing it won't snap too much. I don't know. So we found out our wand. Let us head home for the final test. We will join our Hogwarts house. We don't really need to read about the sorting hat, so let's go on to the experience. Forest or river? Forest. Which of the following would you most likely to study? Centaurs, goblins, merpeople, ghosts, vampires, werewolves, trolls. Probably vampires or werewolves. This one's tough. Centaurs, maybe not so much. Not goblins. I'm not overly fussed about merpeople. No. We'll go with Vampires, the first one. First one I selected. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds. The smooth, thick, rich purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums. The golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eyes, and which makes sunspots dance all around the room. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that makes you see strange visions. Right, let's get high. You and 2 friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let you pass. Come at me, troll. Do you attempt to confuse a troll into letting all 3 of you pass without fighting? Suggest drawing lots to decide which of you will fight. Suggest that all 3 of you should fight without telling the troll. Volunteer to fight. It'd either be gang upon the troll or attempt to confuse a troll. But if I can't confuse him, then we're back to square one, so let's just get the troll. All 3 of us. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Tabby cat, Siamese cat, ginger cat, black cat, white cat, tawny owl, screech owl, brown owl, snowy owl, barn owl, common toad, natterjack toad, dragon toad, harlequin toad, tree toad. I wouldn't choose a toad. It'd either be an owl or a cat. It'd either be a white cat. Or a barn owl. I'll go with barn owl for this because it can deliver my mail and it's an owl. And I really like owls. It'd be interesting, and yeah, I'd probably have to keep a litter tray for my cat. So I'll go barn owl. I like barn owls. Which would you rather be? Envied, imitated, trusted, praised, liked, feared. Like I said, I dabble with the dark arts. Yeah. After you have died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Miss you but smile. Ask for more stories about your adventures. Think with admiration of your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. It's what they think of me while I'm alive that counts. I like that one. I think. Is it nice? I think it's nice. I do like adventures though. I would like to be the kind of person where people tell the story about the adventure that I went on. How it was awesome. Nah, we'll go with the adventure one. Black or white? Black. And we're in Slytherin, which is good because I like Slytherin. I think every time I've done this test, I've been put into Slytherin. Yeah, we're in a pretty cool house. we have it. TinglyShoop has a Patronus of a kingfisher. He's in Slytherin and in the Horned Serpent, and he has an applewood phoenix feather core, 12 and 3/4 inch, and supple flexibility wand. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a little different. It's also been a nice little test to see if the changes I've done to the video will make a difference when doing my next Skyrim one, because that took me about 3 days to actually do, in terms of editing and things. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. Go over, make an account. It's simple. You don't have to pay anything. Email, confirm email. That's it. Do the tests and let me know what you're in. Let me know if you're in Slytherin. Yeah, you might peeps if you're in Slytherin. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's been an enjoyable video and relaxing, and yeah. So I will see you all very soon. I will be doing Skyrim again, of course, but I just thought this was a nice change of pace and a really interesting video to do. It was Ellie that recommended it, so yeah. I will see you all very soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. And from all of us at House Slytherin. Bye bye. Do 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 do.